Hi there. Good afternoon. My name is Eric Kaufman. I am the CEO of Eraza Software, and this is a video podcast, video blogcast, vidcast. I'm sure there's a Web 2.0 term for what I'm doing. I haven't done one of these in a few weeks, so I wanted to put a little update out on what we've been up to and what we're doing. So a couple things. We actually managed to get my brother-in-law took one of the spare Blackberries with a Bluetooth puck up to Humboldt, so we're from San Diego. So we were able to get some more networks mapped that way, and also to be able to just kind of see the thing in action and get a lot of feedback. Kelly Sherlock has been a terrific beta tester and probably the only person watching these videos at this point, I think. But she's been able to give us a lot of really good feedback as well on how things are shaping up. I half jokingly say that it's like digging to China with a garden trowel. So you can dig all day and you're 5-10 feet further, and you only got a couple thousand miles to go. So there was that. We actually finished up the product name. We finally came up with a product name for the kind of family proximity awareness product we want to put out. We're going to call that Noific, and that should be. Hopefully we have some branding for that within the next month is my hope, but those things can take a while. We have a sticker order that should be in here shortly for Raza.org. We're doing for San Diego Code Camp, which is a big developer conference that goes on to San Diego. It's at the end of June. We're going to be doing a presentation on a lot of the things we've learned in mobile development. We have the Threads feature on Raza.org now. I've got about maybe a dozen or so beta testers that are waiting in the wings, and up on my right monitor, which I'm not going to look at right now, but it's right there, is the notifications manager for the REM API that I have to use in order to make it so you can, that when alerts happen, that you can configure how those alerts will happen on your device. So that's another thing we actually got going too in the last couple of weeks is now we are able to, depending upon things that are happening on in the application or the framework, they can now notify the actual devices themselves, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's a very basic concept, but it's a tough one to really get that in place. So we have that. It's Memorial Day weekend. I don't know if I touched on that. So beautiful weekend down here in America's finest city, San Diego, California. We've got we're going to Atlanta, myself and Brian Saucer, who is officially our Chief Operations Officer, also nicknamed as Ops. When he's doing nefarious things, he becomes Special Ops. We're going to Atlanta, so we're taking some of our toys with us, and we're going to get a chance to see how they perform out there in the field. Going out there on Tuesday for about a week. That's about it. It's been a lot of work, and I think over the last week I hit a point where I was like, wow, like this is a lot of freaking work, and is it worth doing? I mean, there was that part that hit me because, to be honest, I and everybody else have put so much into this at this point that you begin to ask yourself that question. I think it's only kind of reality to ask that question is all this worth? Is the amount that we're putting into it, because you get to that point, right, where you're so in the red as far as time goes, time and money, that you're kind of sit there and, hey, is this the right thing to do? So I know that it is, and it is the right thing to do, but it definitely is that reality of like, let's make sure that all this energy and all this time we're putting in is really done correctly, and that we're not wasting anybody's time and we're not kidding ourselves. So I think it's a hard conversation to have with yourself. It's a hard conversation to have in your head. Certainly a hard conversation to have with other grown adults sitting around the table for our weekly business meeting. But I think it's the right one, and it's the one we're coming up with the right answer to as well, which is it's worth doing, and it's natural to kind of ask yourself those questions. So that's about it. I've got a bunch of other stuff I got to get going here, so been really busy, and I'll provide another update that isn't quite so all over the map shortly, and I'll try to do a little bit better. I'll try to get one actually out from Atlanta. Maybe I can tell you about some of the things that are going on around there. So that's about it. Again, my name is Eric Hoffman with Eraza, and this is our video blogcast, vidcast, whatever. That's it. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.